Chapter 7. As they walked, Alan told David his story. He too had been thrown out of the ship during the storm. He had managed to swim to land, but had seen the ship sinking. At the end of the day, they came out of the hills into open land. It was dark now. Ahead lay a house with lights shining in the windows. When they were near the house, Alan whistled 3 times and out came a tall man with a beard. Alan greeted his cousin and introduced him to David. James spoke with fear. Alan, this has been a bad day. The people of Appin will be blamed for Campbell's death, he said sadly. Well, at least the Red Fox is dead, Alan said with a smile. Alan, better for my family if he were still alive, but let's get inside. Quick, James said. Inside, Alan and David saw people running about the house. James pointed out his wife and son. His wife sat in a chair looking very worried, while his son was burning papers in the fireplace. The English soldiers will search here, and there are papers we don't want them to see, explained James. But wait, I'll get you some food and money. When he returned, he looked even more anxious. Alan, I'm thinking, someone may have seen you coming here. I'll have to trick the soldiers in some way. And the best way is for me to make posters of you both, saying you are wanted by the soldiers. These I'll put up on the path to the house. Then they may leave us alone. I'm sorry, Alan, but our family may suffer otherwise, he said in a weak voice. There was silence, and then Alan and David nodded. Do what you must to survive, James, Alan finally said. James' wife ran over to them, hugging them both. Bless you both, especially you, Davy. Risking your life for strangers, she exclaimed. With the first daylight, the two left the house. They decided to hide in the hills, hoping that the hunt for them would slow down after a while. One day, they came upon a waterfall. It cut the land in two, and they had to jump across a wide gap. Alan managed it comfortably, but David almost fell back into the river below. Alan laughed. You're not yet as good at this as a mountain goat, he said. At night, they camped in a wide valley. In the early morning, David felt Alan shake him awake. Look, Alan whispered. A troop of soldiers had made their own camp further along the valley. One of them stood guard on a high rock. They lay quiet for many hours, feeling more and more uncomfortable in the hot sun. At last, the soldiers moved away, and Alan and David crawled away and escaped. They came to a very high mountain, and Alan pointed to a cave. Well, stay there for a while, then we'll find out how James is, he said. And how can we do that? David asked in an annoyed voice. He was tired and hungry. We have neither pen nor paper to send him a message, he reminded his friend. But Alan laughed. You can always trust me to find answers to problems, Davy. In a village nearby is a friend of mine, John Brick. Give me the silver button, and I'll pin it on his window secretly tonight. He will know I am here. We had agreed that in time of danger, this cave is where I would hide, he answered calmly. The next morning, they saw a wild-looking man heading for the cave. He carried a bag of food, a letter, and money from Mr. Stewart. Bad news all around, Alan, said the man. Alan and David were sad to read that James was in prison. He had made the posters, but the soldiers hadn't believed him. Mrs. Stewart had sent them one of the posters. At least we've changed clothes since this was made, David said. He was relieved that he didn't look much like the drawing.